Hey y'all, it's Christy Cook from Teadoddles. It is time for episode number 29 of Teadoddles Talks. Oh, I feel like my eyes are looking squinchy today, but I am awake, I promise. It is sometime before lunch on Sunday. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the time before I started recording, so. But first, I would like to say welcome any new subscribers. Glad to have you here, and welcome back, subscribers. I'm always glad to have y'all here with me on my making adventures. I do love to make things of all kinds, so you will find sewing of all kinds, yarny things of all kinds, and DIY things of all kinds on this channel. Y'all, I've been sitting here preparing for this for about 20 minutes, and I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about already. Maybe some more coffee's in order. Let's see. This is my get your own mug today because I need all the coffee I can take. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, if I'm making of all kinds, so if you're interested in those things, think about subscribing and joining in the adventures. You can also join my Facebook group, which is Teadoddles Makers, where you can share your makes. I have a maker finish along happening in the group this year, and on my blog. And there is a $20 Amazon gift card up for grabs every month. And all you do is try to share pictures of the challenge I issue every month. This challenge, the challenge for August, is to make something for yourself. This last month it was about gift making, so this month it's about making something for yourself. And finishing UFOs and whips that you have, posting pictures of that for the month will get you put into the drawing. I just put everybody's name. Well, actually I scroll through and see everybody who's posted for the month of August, or whatever month it is, and I put a number by each person. No, I didn't do that. No, I enter everybody's name in one of those random picker things. So I just push a button and it tells me, because I don't want to be responsible for that. No. Just, I couldn't choose, but I have to choose, so I'll let the button choose for me. So, anywho, think about joining there, and there's lots of fun things. I love seeing everybody's makes, and I love seeing everybody encouraging each other. And just so y'all know, I did do a live video in my Facebook group the other day about it, because it is a maker group, so it does not just have to be crochet or sewing. There is a lot of posts about crochet and sewing. They tend to be what most of my followers do. But if you make anything you make with your hands, you can put in there. I consider baking. If you've got, like, you want to share that you finished baking 24 cupcakes and decorated them all up for your child's class, share it in there, because that's interesting. I've had to do that a lot when my son was younger. Or I did themed birthday parties, and I had to I made all the stuff. You don't have to make all the stuff, but I did, you know. I made all the stuff for my wedding. Yeah, I made my invitations, I made my dress, I made my little treat box things. Yeah. My mom made my wedding cake, and family helped cook all the food for my reception. So yeah, that was a long time ago, y'all. This October we'll be married 17 years. Wow. So and if you do DIY projects with wood and stuff like that, or whatever medium you use, I know people use all kinds of mediums for DIY projects, those can be shared as well. They're all makes. Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. Oh, I try to post at least once a day on Instagram. And I do have a Facebook page where I've gotten out of the practice of posting. My blog posts do go to my Facebook page. And Twitter, which I'm not really active on Twitter. I don't really get Twitter, but but mostly you can go to my blog and sign up for my newsletter, which I've got to do for today. That's something I got to do today. Send out a newsletter every Sunday, and it has lots of fun things in it, and it'll have links to everything I did that week. Any videos I did on YouTube, any blog posts I did that week, which right now I'm trying to just get one blog post out a week. I want to get that up to at least 2 or more. I used to do 3 a week, but that's before I did everything else that I do now. So it's a little challenging. But I've had my blog for 3 years, and I've been on YouTube for a year. I just celebrated that last month. YouTube, and the month before was my blog. So yeah, I've been doing, I have a lot of stuff on the blog. Sewing stuff, crochet stuff. There are crochet patterns on there. I'm gonna talk about my new crochet pattern coming up. I'm excited. So yeah, those are places you can find if you want to know more about me or find out more stuff I'm doing. Click on the links down below. All right, and I have an email down below if you want to email me. There's several people that do, and I enjoy reading your emails. Now, I will say I may not get back to you right away, but if I don't answer you within a week, I'm going to say within a week, maybe send me another email, because I have had emails get lost in the transition for some reason and not found them till a month later, which is crazy. So, all right. So what have I been doing this week? This week I had my high school class in the afternoons. And next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, I start back with my class in Americas, which is 45 minutes for me at the college. I teach drafting with the local college, and their main campus is 45 minutes the next town, and they have a branch here in the town I live in. But I travel there in the mornings when college is in session, and then I come home, have a little lunch break, and then go to our local high school for their Move On When Ready program in drafting. So we've started there this week already. Anyway, and y'all, I was off last week. I had more time off this week, and I feel like I didn't accomplish as much as I should have, right? Because I don't know, I guess I just needed more rest time. I don't know, but because I'm thinking about all the stuff I got to do, and I was like, you had all this time off, you could have been done with this stuff. But you know, that's how it is sometimes. So Monday I had to go back to the health department to give another urine sample, because supposedly I didn't give enough the first time. I think somebody spilt something, honestly. But anyway, that didn't go too bad. I went in and out pretty fast, came back home, did my stuff, then went back to town to the class. So it's been very hot here this week. Yesterday it was 95, but the heat index made it 106. Yeah. And this morning it's already 88, but it feels like 99. Yeah. So I want to be inside a lot, but I do have something I have to do that is going to require me to go outside, but it'll be all right. So then, let's see, what else did I do this week? I have been sewing, and working on finishing my pattern, my crochet pattern, and Thursday went to the doctor, which is what all the blood work and stuff was for. It was a good visit. She said everything looked great. That was just my primary care physician. So she did, because I've been having big issues with eczema up here to get real bad across here and behind my ear, and it was already on my foot and it's migrated up my leg. But she says she thinks it's a combination of psoriasis and eczema. So yay. So she gave me a different ointment to put on my face. I don't think of it. basically the same stuff, hydrocortisone, but it's 2.5% cream. I think over the counter you can get just 1.5 or 1%. So it's a little bit stronger. You can only get it by prescription, but she said that's better to use on my face than the other ointment she gave me for my foot and stuff. Plus she put me on 10 days of prednisone, which is a steroid, because I was having flare-ups and stuff to help calm it down. And that always makes me feel weird, the steroids. It kind of makes me feel more energized, but then later in the day I feel achy. It's weird. So anywho, so then Tuesday, which is the first day back at the tech school, like I said, I'll be able to go to my morning class, thank goodness, but somehow I made my appointment at my endocrinologist at 12:45 in the afternoon that day. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. So I gotta leave from there and go to Albany, just about 45 minutes from America's. And I know it's gonna take forever because it's always a long wait in her office, and in the afternoon like that, it's probably gonna be worse. So I'm going to be taking some crochet with me, or knitting, whatever. So I'm super excited to get started back on some of my other projects, and I finally finished with my pattern. So now, next little segment, I had a commenter, Lisa, ask how I learned to sew, knit, and crochet. Told her I thought maybe that was something I should answer in my next podcast, because it's not like a simple answer. So for crocheting, some may know that the name of my blog and my channel and everything, Teadoddles, was my grandmother's nickname, my Meemaw Teadoddles. I didn't call her Meemaw Teadoddles. I actually called her Little Meemaw, but she was not quite 5 foot. So she taught me to crochet when I was 2 years old, and I'm coming up in October, will be 42. So almost 40 years I've been crocheting. Now, I didn't crochet continually from 2 years old. I just used to chain, like I would chain forever when I'd go to visit her. And then we would have coffee. She's also the one who fueled my coffee addiction. But we would put it in little cups. They had to be teacups because I always had saucers, and we would spill some in the saucer and drink it out of the saucer. And I'm pretty sure it had more milk than coffee in it, but that's how I learned to crochet. And then, but when I got older and got back, probably in my teens is when I really got back into things like that. I always loved to make things, but when I was younger, I liked to be outside more, and I played in the dirt and climbed trees, and I did all that stuff, and I went fishing with my dad. So I wasn't interested in being outside as much as I am now. So I probably picked it up back in my teens, the crochet. So by that time she was wheelchair bound, and she only had the use of one arm. So the rest of my crochet I learned myself through books, because during that time there wasn't YouTube probably was around. I just didn't use YouTube. Internet wasn't as popular. It was becoming more popular, but it was a pain in the butt to get on the internet at that time period. So I figured I graduated high school in '96, so it wasn't like a super big thing. Cell phones weren't even. I had a cell phone in my car, and it was a bag cell phone with a cord, because my dad thought they were the coolest things ever, and I was probably the only teenager in my high school that had one of those. But not a fun thing to have when you were a teenager at that time, because every time I went out, he would call me like every 20 or 30 minutes to see what I was doing. Anywho, so she taught me to crochet, but the rest of the stuff I learned on my own. I'm very good at learning from books most of the time. If I read it, occasionally I do need an image to see what they're talking about, because I don't understand what they're talking about. and I have found YouTube helpful for some of that, but otherwise I taught it myself. Taught myself, okay? Now, the knitting, I just learned to knit at the beginning of the year, the beginning of 2019. I had been trying to learn to knit for years. I didn't have anybody to teach me. I tried to learn knitting from books, but I could never. It works so differently than crochet. I just could not. It was annoying, and I wound up getting frustrated with it and just giving up. So, in the beginning of the year, I found some videos. It was actually late one evening. I don't know what possessed me. I was like, I'm going to try to learn to knit again. It was the weirdest thing. And Happy Berry Knitting, I'm pretty sure that was the channel that I found. She used big needles and she used a big yarn. And she explained why you were doing what you were doing. That made a big difference to me. So I picked it up, and then I understood what I was doing, and I enjoy it now, which makes a big difference when you're learning something. And she taught, the way she taught was with holding the yarn in your right hand. And I did it that way, but it was still taking a long time. Then I learned, I don't remember which one's called which. It's a different kind of knitting, but you hold it in your left hand while you're knitting, and that was much easier. That's much easier for me. It goes much faster for me. So that's how I learned knitting. I just learned to knit at the beginning of the year. Sewing. Now sewing, I picked up in high school. I got my first sewing machine. I was about 16, I think, and the first sewing machine I used was my grandmother's, my Mima Teadoddles push pedal Singer, which was quite interesting. But she showed me how to use it, because I was interested in learning to sew. Like I said, at that point she was wheelchair bound and only had the use of one arm, so I did that. Now, the very first thing I remember sewing, I hand sewed the whole thing. My birthday's in October, so a lot of times for my birthday party, I would have a costume party where people could dress up. And my parents had this set of old silver satin sheets that they didn't want anymore, so I laid on top of it, put my arms out, and had a friend trace around it, because I was going to be a sorceress. And I cut it out. I hand sewed everything. I had the flowy arms, and I think that I just made it almost robe-like, and I crossed it over, and I tied this long silky scarf thing around the middle, and I had stamped it all with little star and moon things, little sponge stamps. And yeah, I hand sewed that whole thing together. If I can find it, I will pop in a picture right here. That will be me at the age of, I can't remember, that was 15 or 16. I don't know. My whole teen years, I had the Halloween parties, the costume parties. So then my dad got me a Singer sewing machine, and actually my dad has purchased most of the sewing machines I have. I just realized that because he'll just see, he thinks it's a good deal, and he'll buy it. So, save for my Singer Heavy Duty, which is out of commission at the moment. I got that on Amazon during their Cyber Monday or whatever sales for $100. So yeah, and so then all the sewing I learned on my own. Nobody taught me. I just learned from books and from practice. And I know that's not, I did take a home ec class where we did some sewing, but by that time I already knew how to use the machine, so it wasn't really beneficial. And it was a technology in the home class, and it was just a little brief thing about the sewing machine. So everything else I've learned on my own through reading, and mostly reading, because I didn't really do the whole YouTube until starting last year. So yeah, that's how I learned. Just kind of self-taught for the most, which I think a lot of people kind of do that. I didn't. My grandmother, my Mima Teadoddles, did sew. She made quilts. As a matter of fact, I have one of hers that I'm trying to repair. She was a very crafty lady. She made all kinds of things, and I plan on doing a video upcoming about the origins of Teadoddles. I just haven't gotten that done yet. So yeah, that's how I learned those things. And as I said, this past week I did a tutorial on putting in zippers. A lot of times it takes practice to get to a better level, I guess. I don't like to say level, but to get things to work better, right? It takes practice. And that's the biggest thing, is practice. I feel like I'm always learning, never stop learning. There's always things to learn. There's always people who do things in a different way than I do. And I'm always learning things, and I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that, right? So it's just important that's why I love this crafty community, because I'm always learning things, and there's always someone who's going to see it different than you do and do it in a different way, and it could be an aha moment for you. It's like, oh, that makes so much more sense to be done that way. That's why I did the zipper tutorial, even though there's a ton of them out there. Some people, sometimes it's the way you explain it that helps people. Just like me with the knitting. For years I tried through just like the little learn how to knit pamphlets and stuff. Could not get it, and I watched that one video and it just clicked for me. So it's always different for everybody. Yeah. So I hope that answered your question, Lisa, and I hope y'all found that interesting as well. Let's see. And right quick, I'm planning on trying to do at least 3 videos a week. I'll have my podcast, my tutorial Tuesday. I'm trying to bring that back to stay. And then Thursdays will be reviews or things like when I said the Teadoddles origin story and just things like that, okay? So that's what I'm trying to do to keep up with that. So this coming Tuesday will be, I've had requests. I've had several people ask me about needles. Sewing machine needles, like the different sewing machine needles. Actually, I have an email that someone sent me about that I need to answer, and I haven't done that yet, so I will be answering that if you're watching. So I'm going to be doing a video Tuesday about sewing machine needles and the different kinds of sewing machine needles. There are a bunch of different ones, and yes, certain ones do work better for certain things. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. And I may go over thread a little bit as well, like different threads for your machine, okay? I use all kinds of threads, but there are some threads that are better for certain things than others, and there are some threads that are higher quality than others, and I will show you why. So that is coming up on Tuesday, and then Thursday will be my Line Brand yarn haul, which I've already recorded it and edited it, but I got another box because I had another 45% off coupon and ordered a few more that I didn't get the last time, so I'm probably going to add those into it. I got to record it, but basically what I did is order a bunch of different kinds of yarn from Line Brand that you may not even know they had. Some of them you probably have seen. And I'm going to show you all the yarns and talk about them, and then it'll be a series where I plan on, I'm going to do a knitting and crochet swatch with each. I have to keep it attached to the yarn still, because then I want to make a project with each, because I just want to see knitting versus crochet in each yarn, so then I can do a proper review, I feel. So that is coming up, and then keep watching, because there is a midweek surprise coming up, okay? Probably know what that is if you watched before, because I still haven't done anything to celebrate the fact that I have over 600 subscribers now. Yay! And I've been on YouTube for a year. So something fun is coming up midweek this week, so it'll be a little bonus video. So keep your eyes open for that. Now, I think that's, oh man, almost 30 minutes, 24 minutes already. Wow. time for yarny goodness. Okay, guys. For the rest of this episode, I don't have much to show you except new purchases because I've been working on bags. I will show you some things I got finished. And I've been crocheting on my new pattern, which I finished, and I'm going to show you that. So I don't have many finished objects to show you that are not along those lines because that's what I've been consumed by the past few weeks. So here is my complete, well, I'm gonna wash and block this and then I'll weave in the ends, but either way, here it is. I love it. Here it is. Oh, look at it. This is with 2 of the Woolies cakes. Let's stand up. There goes my. So, here we go. So it's nice. It comes out to the end of my arms. I have a pretty good wingspan, y'all. And there is the back of it. You can see. Hopefully this gets in the video since I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah. So I love it. So in love with how it turned out. This is more along the size that I wanted, but this is what I'll be doing. I've got to get this typed up and get my charts going so I can get these out to my testers. So the first time I showed you, it was, where is it? Yeah, basically half. So this is what it looked like. This is, and you would wear it with it more diagonally. And it wouldn't be as big of a shawl, and you can wear it around your neck or whatever. So on the blog, you will get the pattern, the written instructions for half of this, right? For free. Which, if you're an advanced crocheter, hang on a second, I gotta pick up my pillows from my behind. Now that I'm situated back in my chair and out of breath, okay? So, that half, it can be like a mini shawl, a shawlette. It could be a good shawl for a child as well. And, or it could be worn around the neck, you know, however you want to wear it. And, so that written portion will be free on the blog. So if you want the charts, yo, why am I out of breath? That's ridiculous. I think it's because I'm getting excited along with moving around a lot. That's probably what it is. Take a sip of my water. Okay. Very excited to have this done. So you'll get that half. So if you're an experienced crocheter, all I did was decrease and continue the pattern. So you could figure it out, I'm sure. Okay? It's not super hard to do. So, but if you want the full written a PDF with the written version, the pictures, there'll be pictures on the blog, and I am plan on doing some more YouTube tutorials about how to do the techniques that I did in this corner to corner, because this is a corner to corner shawl. I just incorporated the bobble stitch, the crocodile stitch, and I left some blocks out in certain spaces. So I will be doing some YouTube tutorials for that, so that will be available. It would just be for those specific techniques, not for the whole shawl. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. I may do just a little basic sample chart of the pattern, right? Like how it flows, because it does go a certain order. But that will be free on the blog. And then in my Etsy shop, I will put the PDF, which will have charts for doing the small shawl, for doing the double full-size shawl. And then I really want to do one where, so like this, I just decreased and continued, And actually my cakes worked out pretty good because I started from the outside of the other one. It was pretty close to the same color orientation in 2 of my cakes. Now my third one is not. But, so I just kind of reverse ombre'd it instead of continuing it. But I did wind up with, let's see, I didn't get on this end into, you can see, I didn't get back into this color, these 2 purples on this end. So, but I like it either way. And I wound up with this much of my second cake left, which is weird, but yeah. I thought that was odd because I guess it's just because I didn't reverse the stitching, I just continued the pattern repeat. I don't know, but I had this much of a cake left. So, I'm too excited and I'm getting flustered. So, yeah. So, like I said, the small shawl pattern will be free. And I may do just a little small repeat chart. I don't know. I think all the charts will probably be in the PDF that I sell on my Etsy shop. Because I want to do, it'll be for the full size shawl. And I'll have the charts for them. And it'll have pictures in the PDF. And then it will also have, oh, that's what I was going to say. So I also want to do one where you do 2 cakes. And instead of decreasing, you just keep increasing out the pattern. So I'd like to see what that looks like. So I have testers who I'm going to have some do in the DK weight number 3, which is what this is. This is a Woolies, a Line Brand Woolies cake. And number 4 worsted weight. And then I do have one person who has said they will do it in fingering weight. And it's Becky from Funny Farm Crochet. I appreciate that so much because I hadn't had anyone volunteer for that weight yet. So I really would like to see what it works up as. I think you may, you're definitely going to need probably more yardage. I don't know. That's why I'm curious to see how it works up. So with the paid for pattern, you'll get all of that. You will get the different options for the pattern. So it's a very customizable pattern, something that you can take and really just make as big as you want or a smaller size, you know. So it'll be, that's what you'll get in the paid for pattern. So I will be, and I do in the afternoon. So between today and tomorrow, I've got a lot of stuff I got to try to get done, which I probably won't get all of it done, but I'm trying to work on this. So by the end of the week, I hope to have that to my testers, the people who have volunteered. So I will be contacting y'all sometime later this week, all those that have emailed me. So all right, I'm so excited, y'all. Now, someone else also in the comments, I did another Etsy Yarn Club review. It was my review for my June club, which, yes, I'm very behind. I have in front of me actually the one for July, and it's August, but I think I may be skipping August. So I'll be doing a review for July's club in August. The only reason I think I may be skipping August is because I've seen a couple of Halloween type clubs that, or special things that I want to do. So there'll be at least 2 in for October, but most of them you have to have the order in before September 1st. So that's why I'll probably skip August. But someone had said they didn't know Etsy had a yarn club, but Etsy doesn't sell things that are from Etsy, as far as I know. They don't have like a shop that's stuff just produced by Etsy as a brand. They just have, there's just independent designers that have shops on Etsy, or that sell maker supplies and things like that. So all of these yarn clubs are from indie yarn dyers on Etsy who have a shop, and a lot of them have monthly clubs. Sometimes it is, most of the time it is just the yarn. It's a special colorway, and it's like a collectible thing, because sometimes they never make that colorway for sale in the public. Sometimes they say they'll put it in the vault for a year before they sell it to the public. So it's just special colorway for the club usually, and a lot of them have themes. So and then sometimes you get extra goodies and things like that. So it's just a different idea for a yarn club if you're looking for indie dad yarn. So that's why I decided to do those. Now, before I get into my new yarns, I wanted to tell y'all about someone I found on Instagram a while back, and I keep forgetting to mention her. Her name is Susanna Bauer. I think that's how you say that name. But I put it up here, and I'll put her Instagram handle. She is an artist, and she crochets tiny crochet on leaves. Oh, leaves. And they're brown leaves. So, you know, some leaves, when they die off and turn brown, they are crunchy, but some are still pliable. But it is awesome. It is so cool what she does with these leaves and just thread crochet. That's what it is. It's really neat. So y'all should go check her out. I don't think she has anything but an Instagram account. I haven't been able to find, I'm trying to remember if I think she does have like a website that has a gallery of her work or something like that. So y'all go check her out. Susanna Bauer. I don't know how to say that. It's like B-A-U-E-R. It's too many vowels. I don't know. Bauer. Maybe somebody knows how to say it. So y'all go check her out. So I'm gonna give you a peek of my upcoming Etsy club, because this will be, I'll probably do it later in August, since I have I'm gonna skip August's club. So this is for July. I came in this pretty bag. This is from, I'm not gonna show you everything because I gotta do my review. Mason Creations yarn. So I'm gonna give you a little peek. Look at it. It's so pretty, y'all. So this one's a little bit different because you get 2 full hanks of yarn. And it's a pretty awesome price for them too. And you get a handmade stitch marker. So yeah, that's the yarn review coming up for this. It's technically July, but I'll be doing it this month. So now let's look at some yarn. How about that? Yeah, I have 3 boxes of yarn over here, and then I have 2 more over there that are for my line. And I may or may not have ordered some more yarn. I have a problem, y'all. I don't need to order any more yarn. But anyway, here we go. Now this one I actually ordered on Walmart.com. They have some pretty good deals on yarn sometimes. It just depends on what it is. That is where I got the Wool Ease cakes, because they're like $10.67 for a 3-pack on Walmart.com, which is an awesome price. So I got Velux. I got it in this golden color, which is marigold, and I got it in this gray color, which is charcoal, because I love those 2 colors together. Yeah, very nice. Because I almost thought they had it in this tiny box, which seemed odd, but I ordered it and had it delivered to the store because it was free. Plus I had a 10% off coupon from where I ordered my batting before. So I actually, these are like $9.67 maybe for a 3-pack, which is still a great deal. I got them for $8.40 with my 10% off coupon and delivering to the store. So for a 3-pack. So this is the Velux. It's very soft. It's a velvety type of chenille yarn. Now they had a yarn like this a long time ago, because I saw some of the older kind. It wasn't called Velux, it was called something else. When I went to that estate sale, and if it had been there when I went back, I was going to get it, because I hadn't seen it forever. I used to have some of it. Now this is much softer, and it seems like a little bit lighter weight yarn than that used to be. So This is 100% polyester, so number 4, 246 yards, 5.3 ounces. Yeah, I really love the color of that, and I already know what I'm gonna make with this, y'all. Of course, I had ordered it before I realized that, but still. There is a new pattern from Make and Do Crew. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a hexagon cardigan, and she made it out of this Velux. So what I'm gonna do is alternate the gray and the, I think you make 2 hexagons and you join it in a way to make like a cocoon cardigan type dealy. I'm going to, like, I'll use up 1 cake, start with like a yellow, and then I'll do the gray, you know, and then I'll do the opposite on the other side, and I think that'll be a really cool looking cardigan. So that's what I'm gonna make with it, and I will put a name up here. I know it's from Make and Do Crew, and it's some kind of hexagon cardigan, and I can't remember the exact name of it, but I just seen it the other day. So that's what I'm gonna make with that. Next box. Of course, I could not resist Lion Brand's $2 shawl in a ball sale they had. Now, I will say that, well, it was 5 for $10. You had to buy at least 5 to get it for $2. They were having a lot of problems with their website, and I almost didn't get this because for whatever reason, even when I looked at it on my laptop, it was like showing the phone version of their website. So I wasn't even sure that my order went through, and it wasn't showing all the colors that they have, because originally I was going to get one of each color that I didn't already have. So I didn't wind up with that because I just got what I could from there, and then later on it was working properly, and I almost ordered the other ones, but I decided not to. So, which is good, because I think I have, let's see, how many did I order? 10? Yeah, I ordered 10. So 10 different colors. So let's just see. I got, this is Peaceful Earth. And you know, I did that. I love the way this feels, but I've never actually crocheted this. But I think it's still gonna be an awesome yarn to make with. What's great about this, you can make a shawl with 1 ball, so it's okay to order colors. Although I plan on doing some mixing of some colors. So this one is Unique Unicorn. There's really pretty colors in that. You can see the colors on the side. This is the color they show on the side for this, but I don't think that's right, because that looks way too dark to be. Oh, but look in the middle, it does have those dark colors. Very interesting. I didn't realize that. Peaceful Earth. Next, I have Mystical Mirage. These all have sparkles in it. That's the color of that. Goes really well with the Unique Unicorn. And then this next one goes really well with it too. This is Pastel Pixie. Very pretty. Got some blue in there. You can see this one is almost the same as this unicorn one. It's very similar. And then I have Community Coral. I really like this colorway. Ooh, this is so pretty. Yeah, I really like that one. I really like all of them, but you know, this one, I love this blue. This is Healing Teal. Oh, and it is that bright, y'all. It is that bright. It's so pretty. Although the picture of it does not do it justice of the color changes, because this is way brighter than that. I really love this one. Then I got Feng Shui Gray. Let's see the color changes of that one. Some of those color changes for the darker ones on the side are just too dark. And I got Soothing Blue. Ooh, this is almost a purpley blue, very purpley, but it's very pretty. Some darker colors in there. And then I have Reflective Crystals. This is very rainbow-like. Okay. One more. I have Calming Desert. It's got some bright colors in there. I really like that one as well. So, those are the ones I got. And I do plan on blending. Y'all, my camera just fell over. I don't know what happened. It was weird. So, anyway, I plan on combining some of these into a larger project. I did see a sweater project with this yarn. So, I don't know that I would wear a sweater this color, but these three definitely would go together. So, that, Lion Brand, Shawl in a Ball. And the last box I got over here is from Blueprint. So, they have been having some really good sales. They had a Black Friday sale on some yarns. And I'm always getting coupons from them. I am signed up for their streaming service. And I just finished watching, it's Marcy from Una Baluna. She has a series on there about refashion. I think that's what it's called. They had season 2. I love that show. It's so great. She is such a fun person. And then she makes, I think is what it is. Something like that. But it's, and I can't think of her name. She is a pattern designer because she has some patterns with Simplicity or McCall's. Anyway, it's her and her, I think it's just her boyfriend. I don't think they're married, but I don't know. But they pick out some fabric and they each make something with the fabric. It's very fun. So you should go check that out if you are on Blueprint. They have some very fun things on there. Okay, so first off, I got these three are actually Blueprint brand, which is Cloudborne Fibers. This is 80% superwash merino and 20% baby alpaca. Look at these colors together. Ooh, I'm gonna make a scarf out of that. So I didn't get enough to make anything larger, but I love those colors together. It's so pretty. This yarn is fairly soft. No itch to it. Ah, it's so nice. So these are only 50 grams. This is sport weight number 2. It's 137 yards. I can't remember what I paid for these, but they were having like a 60 to 70% off or something. I don't know. They had some really great prices on the yarn. So I got those. Then I got these other ones are a Bremont brand, which I've never used, but they were having like super sale on these. And this is 3 different colors. It's almost hard to tell, but it is 3 different colors. This is Etienne. Well, let's see. It's got one of those wraparound tags that makes it hard to see. This is 55% alpaca and 45% cotton. It's pretty soft. It has that like chain. Come on, focus, camera. Chain. There we go. Yeah, it's got like that netting around the yarn. Yeah, this is, does this not have a cut? It has a color because it had a color on the thing. But it's just got a number on them. But there are 3 different colors. It's fairly soft. It's not like, it's not gonna be pretty durable for something. So then I got Letitia by Bremont. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. And this beautiful golden color. Got fall on my brain because I want it to cool off. This is 60% wool, 20% alpaca, and 20% silk. So I thought this was gonna be super soft, but it's not. I'm noticing that some of the when it has silk in it, you would think it'd be so soft. It's not actually that soft. These just have color numbers on the labels. I'm pretty sure that they had a color listed. It must have just been whatever color they said it was on there. So then I also got this Joanna brushed from Bremont. This is soft, squishy. This is actually pretty soft. This is 100% alpaca. Yeah, 100% alpaca. Super fuzzy, but I plan on blending it with something else because this is like a, I cannot see those letters. Got like this weird colored print on the blue. I'm not finding enough information on these tags, so I have to look it up. So I don't know what weight this is, but again, it's just a number. But I love the color. And then I also got this Lilu. Just got some sparkle in it, and I love that. This is like a magenta color. It's reading a little bit redder on there. But this is 90% llama, 10% polymine. So this is llama. It's pretty soft. It does have some fuzz coming off of it, but had good reviews. And last but not least, I got 2 colors of London tweed because I'm obsessed with tweed. This is a pumpkin-y color. Look at it. And then I got this teal because they're so pretty together. I got 2 each of these colors. Those look so great together. And this is 50% alpaca, 40% wool, and 10% viscose. So, yeah, they had some really great prices on these. Most of these were less than $3. I know these were only 98 cents. And $1.74 and stuff. It was a really good yarn sale for some nicer fibers, I should say. So yeah, I'm excited to try these out. I have never used Bremont yarn before, so if you have, tell me what you want to tell me what you thought about it. Let me know in the comments. Woo! I knew this was going to be a long one. 54 minutes already, y'all. 54 minutes. Okay. Time for Fabric Obsessed. Yes, I have new fabric to show y'all. Much like the yarn, I have. Y'all saw when I did my vlog how much yarn and fabric I got in. Which, did I get a lot of yarn that time? I can't remember. It's out of control. I've lost my mind. So, first I'm going to show you some bags I have finished that will be going in the shop in my update. My update will be more towards the end of August because I didn't get as far along as I had hoped, and plus I have bags I've got to finish and send to Southern Skeins because we have advent calendars, and I'll be making them and sending them as we get a certain amount is what we agreed to, and I'm going to get those sent to her. So and I forgot to mention that, yeah, if you're looking for a good advent calendar, check out Southern Skeins because I have a bag I'm making. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of some. I've showed y'all some interior fabrics, And you may see later today a sneak peek of some things on Instagram, or this will probably be up. You may see it before this is up, but keep an eye on Instagram for sneak peeks, some other sneak peeks, okay? It is a maker size bag, so it's a good size drawstring bag, okay? With pockets and all that good stuff, and it's only $100, and you get 24 mini skeins, like 10 grams. I think that's it. Go check the link I'll leave down below, please. I always get that mixed up. So, and you get a knitting pattern that we're going to do a cowl. We're going to do openings on YouTube every day in December, so exciting stuff. I know that should have probably went into my yarny goodness, but you know, they get mixed up and intertwined. That's the way it goes. Alright, so these are some things I got finished that will be going in the shop. I have much more to finish, so it's a lot. I did finish up these. I showed y'all during my vlog. These are some leftover from the Take a Notion. Now, I will say, and I'm going to put a note in my description for this. There's a couple of these. I don't even know if I should show you these, because there's a couple of these that somebody's already reserved. So, but I finished all of these. Somebody reserved 2 of these, and I don't remember which 2, so. But they're finished, and they have those metal zippers, and they go around curves, and sometimes they stick, y'all. I'm not doing any more metal zippers around curves. I'm not doing any more curved zippers. It's a pain. So 2 of those at least will be going in the shop. 2 have been reserved. I don't remember which 2. So now I did finish my whole set of, this is the pouch I did for my zipper tutorial. You can see how my zipper turned out if my camera will focus. Yeah, let's see how my corners look. And my fun fabric on the inside. I really love this print. So I have that one finished, and I do have a zippered maker bag finished. It has this fun print on the inside, the silvery dots and more dots, and this other print. Super fun pattern. So I have that, and I have there's also, I haven't put drawstrings in this yet, but this mini maker bag and my maker bag. So this is the size of bag that will be in the advent calendar. It's a drawstring bag. And I wanted to show y'all, because you can turn these inside out. I never think about doing that. I mean, you could technically use the bag like this if you wanted your pockets on the outside. So that pocket does run across the whole side of the bag. There's 3 smaller ones that's good for a pin, crochet hooks, or knitting needles, and then there's 2 bigger ones on each side of those. So that pocket runs across the whole side of that bag. The other side has nothing, which I thought about that. I was like, maybe I should put the loop and the label on the other side. The reason I do that is because I only have to sew on one side. I don't have to sew on the other side, so that's why I do that. But so I have that whole set finished. Just gotta put drawstrings in my bag, and I have this bag, which I don't know why, but for some reason I never finished this zipper. It's that print I had in the shop before, and I realized I didn't finish the zipper maker bag for it, so I just have this one. And I do have some, well, I take that back. I don't think I have any more of this print. This will be the only bag I have in this print, because for some reason it didn't get made. I did the drawstring bag, and I did the mini maker bag, and I did some zipper pouches out of it. I never finished this one, so now it's finished. And then I haven't quite finished these, but I just gotta sew up the sides. I got my zipper, and it's an ice cream print. So I'll have the pouch and the big zipper bag, and I do have the mini maker and maker bag. They all have the same prints on the inside and outside. So since this is open, you can see the pocket on the inside, and it has a little loop I'm thinking about starting to put D-rings on those loops. I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me what you think. It wouldn't change the price of it because I can get a bunch of them for pretty cheap. I just thought it might make it more useful. So those are coming up. Yeah, we'll put that back over here right quick. And I have a ton of other bags. Let's see, I think I've showed this before, but I have this whole stack of mini maker bags. I gotta put drawstrings in. I have some more cut out over there. I have more zippy pouches, little zippy pouch. I actually was experimenting, y'all, but I do not like the way this turned out. This is a little square of fabric I had left, and I put these snap band on it. It's like the snaps that you put on baby clothes to and I haven't made anything like that in a long time, and I had some over there for some reason, but I do not like the way this turned out at all, and I will just keep it because it looks stupid. I don't like the way the top of that looks. So because I quilted some little squares, and I was gonna try, because I got one more over there. I think what I'm gonna do is make a little flap, because I didn't want to do a zipper in this, because I'm not doing the round zipper again because it takes forever. I think I'm gonna make flaps and come over with just a button, because I have a ton of buttons. So I tried the other snap-on snaps. I just don't have good luck with those things. They never go on right for me. So that will be coming up. Ooh, my breath, y'all. Now I'm gonna show you a little sneak peek of a stack of stuff I've got over here. This is a sneak peek of interior. Now they'll all be different. Well, take that back. The way I'm doing the outside, I'm doing a bleaching technique on the outside fabrics, which I hadn't showed, but they're in a magenta and a tealy blue to go along with the theme of the advent calendar. And so you may have a couple others, but the outside always look different. But anyway, here's a sneak peek of a fabric combination, okay? That's all you get to see. Interior fabric with a fabric combination for pockets and the drawstring band. So, and if you look close, you can see some other fabrics in there, because, you know, well, I messed up my cut on this. I've got to fix it, but that's because I was trying to cut fabric too late last night. Yeah, which I shouldn't have been doing. So now I'm gonna show you some fabrics. Some of these fabrics I've had in for a while, and I just haven't shared them yet. So let me see what else I got on there. Yeah, I'll tell you these other things afterwards. All right, so I got my new Tilla Lily in, my Tilla Lily Fat Quarter Club, and this is from the line Orchard by April Rosenthal. I really love these fabrics. So let's see, we got this one. All of these have a navy theme, and you can see this next one has the same print as in the background, but it's smaller. Really like that. And I really love this one. All the little fruits in there. Just focusing. Here we go. And then there's this one. Then I love this plaid. Woo! Yeah. So I really like that colorway. This is all navy kind of tones and stuff. So I'm really enjoying this Fat Quarter Club, and I'm most likely going to sign up for it next year. So, and I will let y'all know. Because what's great about this is she has two versions. She has this. This is, you get the 5 fat quarters. I think it's like $12.50 a month or something plus shipping. So, but you can opt for the 10 fat quarters, which would be the full line usually, or whatever. Sometimes she does mixes. It's a little more. I don't remember what it is, but I really like this. Of course, my shelf might disagree. All right. So next, but I will. She has sign-ups towards the end of the year. That's when she opens them up. So whenever it happens, I'll let y'all know. Okay. So next, I got this from Hawthorne. It used to be Hawthorne Threads, but it's not that anymore. It's Hawthorne Company or something like that. I don't know. They changed their name. So this is the natural history. I have it written down over here. I think Hawthorne. No. Ray Ritchie for Dear Stella. This is from the natural history line, and I love this. Look, I love these. This I caught a good sale on this. So in September, when I do September's going to be like a museum update, like a back to school. I got my fun dinosaur prints over there, and then I got some buggy and like natural history themed stuff, and that's what'll be in that update. So it'll be a good fall transition. This has got like birds and cloaks. I like that. I like the color palette of this. And this has like different animals. It has the name up under them. There's a moose. So this one I like. Oh, look at it. I love the colors in it. It's got some butterflies and buggies in there. This one is my favorite, and the main reason I wanted it. Look at the mushrooms. Yeah, I love mushrooms. I may have to order more of just this print for myself or something. And then there's this one with flowers, and then the same print in this faded bluey greeny color. And then there's this one. I like this one too. It has a bunch of rabbit stuff on it. It doesn't have a skull, but it has like different rabbits and a carrot and stuff in that color. And then there's the print again in a different colorway. Yeah. So these will be used for, some will be used for trims for bags when I do that release in September, and some will be used for mini maker bags. So next, let's see. This is I say Juicy Juice, but it's, you know, juice is spelled J-U-I-C. This is spelled G-I-U-C. So I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but they have a lot of modern architectural type prints, lines and stuff, but this one I liked because it looks like balls of yarn, except for the pieces missing, but I thought that looked like balls of yarn. So I thought that would be fun to have. I shared this one on Instagram. I already have these on boards, y'all. So this is actually wigs. If you look, this is a wig. It has a boat in it. I thought that was so neat. And it is a shimmery gold, the wigs are. So I just thought that was a fun fabric. And then these I got off of Etsy. Yeah, all these came off of Etsy. I don't remember the shop in particular. I don't have that written down, but they all came from Etsy. This is just a good background color for my Halloween bags that'll be coming up. And this is obviously good for Halloween. It's got little witches' brooms, and they have different names. I can't tell if that's upside down or not. I think it's upside down. Maybe that'll tell you. But they have different names like House Edition, the Witchy Poo, the Tabitha, Sporty Wick, Standard Garden Variety. So they have fun names like that on there. And this one is very pink. It's gonna blow out the camera, but it's just it's like a regular print you'd see, but it has skulls in it. So I thought it was really neat. But this is a bright pink, and it is blowing out the camera. And this will be good for fall bags that aren't Halloween but are fall themed. It's got little tiny pumpkins in it. I love the colors. So that's why I got that. And this one is for actually Christmas bags. It has sheet music with Christmas songs on it. Little Drummer Boy, Away in a Manger, The First Noel. This will be lining fabric, because I like that. I always forget about lining fabric sometimes. Now this one, this fabric is so fun. It is Scuba Santa. I think I have it upside down. Maybe you can see. I want to untape it, but you can see there's a reindeer in scuba gear, and there's all kinds. There's reindeer, scuba gear. There is a Santa on there. There he is right there. You see? I thought that was just so fun. So I got that, and then here is another fun print. It is kitty cats skiing and ice skating and ready for winter. I thought that was really fun. And then this will be good for a lining fabric or something. It's actually the Nutcracker. It has different characters from the Nutcracker and that gold shimmer on the dark blue. I really liked that combination. Then this is another fun, funky Christmas fabric. Although, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. You got the bear there and the pants and scarf with some coffee. That was like a dreidel to me, which is Jewish, so I don't know. And then there's a Santa Claus head, and then there's some skis and mittens, another mug of coffee, and this Christmas tree and a present. I just thought it was very interesting, and I'm not certain. I guess it's Christmas, but it just seems different for some reason. It's called A Winter's Tale. A Winter's Tale is what it's called. It's by Elizabeth Gruba. So I just thought that was a very fun, interesting fabric. So that's all the fabric I have to show you. Isn't that enough? You've seen all the other new fabrics. Whew, so many fabric. I got so much fabric stacked up in here, y'all, that I want to cut out for stuff. And it is out of control. My whole table is full because I had to pull stuff over here to show y'all, and then I've got boxes everywhere. It is a mess in here. It's a straight up mess that I'm gonna have to clean up before I can do anything else. Yeah, so the other things I wanted to talk about, sewing related, I don't really have much for DIY, so I won't be doing that segment. I will be rigging up a line between some trees out there to do some of my bleaching that I'm talking about. So, but that's about it. I haven't had much time for that here recently. So I wanted to share some sewing channels that I enjoy. Just two I've got right here. Brittany J. Jones is the name. She has a YouTube channel. She also has a blog, and she does sew-alongs for different patterns like Simplicity. I think it's Simplicity. I think she must be an ambassador for them or something. But I really enjoy watching her videos. I don't watch the sew-alongs usually. I like to watch, she'll show what she made for the month. I just watched her July makes. I like watching that because she tells what fabrics and what patterns she used and stuff. So I like watching that. So that, you should go check her out. She has a very sunny personality. And I love watching her makes. So, and then the next one that I enjoy watching is called Viv Mom Sews. I think she occasionally shows some sewing tips and things like that, but it's mostly about her makes and what she thinks about certain patterns. She sews a lot of clothing, a lot, and she'll have her 10 makes in 10 minutes or 15 makes 15 minutes. She does those kind of things. It's fun to watch those. I find new patterns and sometimes fabrics, and I really enjoy watching her. She has partnered, and I don't know the other YouTuber she's talking about, so I got to look that up still, but she's partnered with another YouTuber, can't remember the name, but you'll find it under her video about this. They're doing a hashtag on Instagram coming up, hashtag JoyBivTopper, and it's about, you're supposed to sew a cardigan or a kimono or like a duster, and they're going to pick somebody out of the hashtag for a prize or something like that. But it starts August 15th and runs through September 15th. So I'm excited about that. I'm actually going to, well, I'll be making some other things, but the scarf one I was going to do, originally I was going to do it as a pullover top, but I'm going to make it as it'll be a topper, a wrap with the different scarves I got. So I'll be doing that as one of my tutorials coming up probably next week. I'll probably enter it in this, but I'm going to do another one. You can enter as many times as you want. So, but those are fun things coming up. So those are two YouTube channels that are sewing channels that you might like to check out. I quite enjoy watching them. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about this month's challenge in my Facebook group is sewing for yourself, which I have tons of fabric over there for sewing clothes for myself because I want to have a more me-made wardrobe. However, I rarely have time to do that. Yeah. So I'm going to try to whip out these this month. We'll see how that goes. I have a lot of sewing to do this month, y'all. And school started back. So I've showed you some of these before, but this is, I'll go through. This is Simplicity. This is an older one, 3621. I want to make this version right here. This is view B. Okay, I like that view. I think the lady in she's wearing this one, which is view B as well. This has much too deep of a neckline for me. I like this one. It has the little button thing at the top. So I'm going to make it out of this very lightweight cotton. Oh, it's so nice. It's a coral color. It has little tiny birds on it, and it's super soft, y'all. I have already washed this, which is why it's fraying at the end, because it was a cotton, but it's so soft and lightweight, and I think it'll be wonderful for that pattern. And so that's one. I haven't cut this out yet. So now I have shown y'all before my the monkey shirt I had. It's a monkey tee. I just washed it and stuff. I gotta put stuff up in there. Laundry still has to be done as well. Finished. So I want to make some more of those because I love that top. And I wore that when I went to my doctor's appointment Thursday, and I got a compliment from the doctor and the lady that checked me out at the end. And I said, I made it. It was so nice to have someone say they liked my shirt and be able to say, I made it. So, and the only thing that I'm going to change, it's a super simple pattern. I don't have it. It's called the Blanc tee. It's from Melly Sews or Blank Slate Patterns. Melly Sews is another one to go check out. I think she does have a YouTube channel too. She does lots of tutorials and she has lots of information about sewing clothing. So it's a two-piece pattern and it makes the sleeves. It's so easy and it's such a comfortable t-shirt. I've got to make some adjustments to the neckline because it wants to fall off my shoulder like this. So I want to come in on the neckline a little bit and then it'll be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to make one out of this material. I like birds, y'all. So this is a burnout tissue weight tee. So I definitely will have to wear like a tank top under it because it's very see-through in certain places. So, but it'll be wonderful for this hot weather we're having. I'm going to make one out of that. And I'm going to make one out of this. This is a lightweight jersey knit. I think this may be a rayon knit actually, but I really love the bright pattern on it. And then I'll be making one out of this, but this is actually for my mother. She has a much lighter hair than me. This really almost looks the same as my skin. So not a good color for me, but it'll be great for my mother. This is a rayon knit for sure because I made sure of it because she has hot flashes, which I do in the mornings. usually in the mornings I'm super hot, and the evenings I'm freezing. So if you have hot flashes, you want to look for a cotton, linen, rayon, those kind of blends, because polyester is not your friend. I don't care how lightweight the fabric is, it still wants to hold in heat. So I'll be making one for my mother because she tried on my shirt, which she very much wanted to keep, but I was like, no, that is my shirt. So she needed the same adjustment in the neckline, so that worked out great. So then these two are a wool knit blends. So they are lightweight, a jersey stretch, but they have a wool in them. Both of these do. Well, actually, I think this is a performance type, super stretchy. But they'll be great basics to have and great for layering. All these t-shirts I'm going to make, with the exception of probably that first fabric, will be great to transition into fall and winter for layering, because it doesn't get super cold around here. So those are the things I pulled out to make. Yes, I'm going to make that many of that one shirt because it is a great staple to blend, to use with all kinds of things. So then I want to finish these other things that I do have cut out or partially sewn. I have my leggings, which all I have to do, I want to do a yoga band top, so I've got to do that, and I got to hem at the bottom, and these will be finished. And I did add the pocket to this. This pattern is from, I think it's called Tuesday Mornings now, because it was something different, but I did a pattern test for it. It's called the Citrus Leggings, and this is a 3-part, is it 3 parts to the leg? There's 2 parts to each leg, so it's a little bit different, but these fit so well, y'all. I have another pair in there when I tested it. I did make my adjustments. I needed a little more room to go over my behind, so that's all I got to do to finish that one. And then I have this for pirates, for patterns for pirates. It's just a little tunicky, lightweight shirt, and I have this. I have sewn some of this. Is that the right side? Yeah. It's very lightweight, flowy black with this corally pop in it. I think this is a polyester, just slinky polyester fabric. So I do have everything cut out for that. I just need to finish sewing it. And then this one, this tunicky thing, although I'm not making the poof sleeve on this. I don't like the poof. So what I'm doing, this sleeve has what's called an undersleeve pattern piece, which is like a regular sleeve, and then you make this oversized one and you sew it under it, and that's what makes that poof. So I just use that pattern piece to make a regular sleeve because I don't like the poof. So I made it out of this very lightweight chambray in this kind of grayish color. My intent is to have this for working around the house because it has big pockets. We'll see how it looks. It may be worn outside the house. And I thought originally, well, actually this is a denim blue, because I had like a heathered charcoal gray, and I thought I was gonna have to cut like some pieces out of it, but I wound up getting everything out of this because creative pattern placement. So those are the things I hope to get finished. Okay, I had 2 pair of pants over there that needed adjustments because one pair was too big, but I wore them to school the other day because I have gained enough weight that they're not too big now, which they're still too big in the crotch. I gotta fix that, but they're very light, flowy pants. So I was kind of like, it was a feeling of like, yay, I don't have to make adjustments. Boo, I've gained weight. You know, so I've yet to try on the other pair to see if I have the same situation going on. So, I really need some more pants and capris like to wear, because I just have a pair of like super stretchy blue jeans that I wear when I'm not working and I have to go out, because I do have one other pair of pants which is a little bit dressy, and I'll have one top I can wear with it that I wear sometimes because none of my other stuff fits. And I did talk to my doctor about that, but we got some, she actually, I was going to ask y'all about that. And yeah, I think that's it for the sewing segment. Anyway, so we're fixing to wrap up. We're done an hour and 25 minutes. So I've got to edit this and get it uploading so I can finish my other stuff. Yeah. What is that stuff called? Fenderman? She prescribed me that. She said you're only supposed to take it for 2 weeks, and some people only take it 3 times a week. Of course, she did say to not fill it until after I was finished with the steroid, the 10 days of steroid. She said it would help kickstart it, but I'm a little concerned. I'm gonna wait till I talk to my endocrinologist before I even consider taking it, because I read up on it. It does say if you're hyperthyroid, you shouldn't take it because it could make you more hyperthyroid. I am forever hypothyroid since I don't have a thyroid, but the numbers on paper make me hyperthyroid because they keep it super low like that to keep things from growing back. It's a weird, you would think I would lose weight, but you don't, because you don't really have a thyroid. It's just a weird thing. So I don't think it would affect it because I don't have a thyroid to affect. It's just the medicine I take, but I'm gonna need to talk to her about that. She said it probably wouldn't, but I asked her because it said it can cause heart palpitations, and I already have those sometimes because everything's so revved up from my TSH being high, and it's just a weird kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. I was just wondering if anybody had any experience with that medicine. She said it was originally prescribed for ADHD, but that it caused weight loss, so they put it in that category, and they don't use it for ADHD anymore. So I don't know. And it's like Fentermine, I don't know, Fentermine, something like that. I can't remember the name exactly. So if you know what that means, if you've heard of that, if you had it, I'm just curious if anybody else has ever used that and how it felt. The only reason I'm even considering it is because in order for me to really lose weight, I would have to, the amount I would have to exercise to really kickstart the weight loss and stuff. Like if I did a cardio class or something like that, I'm so tired afterwards. I want to take a nap. Like when I had a thyroid still, I would exercise. Yeah, I was, tired afterwards, but I get my second wind. I felt more energetic, No, since I don't have a thyroid, and when I exercise like that, it's exhausting, and I just want to lay down and take a nap, and then I really can't do anything for the rest of the day because I ache and stuff. So that's why I try to do just like the walking, which I was trying to do more walking, but it's so hot outside. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. And so I need to get back into doing the yoga. I used to do yoga more, not like super yoga or not, but just to get more flexible and stuff like that. So I have to do low impact stuff like that, and that doesn't help weight loss that much, right? Of course, if I was just a little bit more active, it probably would help some. Either way, I just want to lose some weight just because I feel uncomfortable. I don't have like a number in mind that I want my weight to be. I just want to feel more comfortable. All right? Does that make any sense? More comfortable in my skin. So, anywho, if y'all have ever heard of that medicine and had experience with it, I would love to know about it if you want to share. I know that's kind of a personal thing for people, so I started not to even talk about it, but it's kind of a thing that I feel like some people don't talk about those things that they should talk about, maybe. I don't know. Because I just want to feel more comfortable. Yeah, that's all it is. I sit a lot because of things I do. As a teacher, even though I do get up and help the students a lot, but I have to drive a lot. It's just sitting, and I sew a lot, which is sitting, and I do computer work for stuff, which is sitting. So it's just, I'm trying to, and I can feel that on my body, right? And like I said, I was doing the walking, which was making me feel some better, but it's so hot, y'all. It's so hot. Even later in the evening, it's so hot. And then the bugs are out, which, anywho, I'm gonna stop talking about that. I think that's the end of my little rant about how hot it is and how big my butt is. So I will talk to y'all next time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing down below. As I said, this week I have the tutorial about sewing machine needles and thread coming up on Tuesday, and Thursday I have my line brand haul and yarn review. It's gonna be a several part series on that one, so it'll be the first one for that. Okay, and for those of you who signed up for testing my pattern, I should be emailing that this week sometime. Okay, now I will see y'all next time. I hope y'all having a fabulous day and have a wonderful week and a life lived creatively. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.